Ever wonder why your bank account feels like a roller coaster? As a freelancer or gig worker, irregular income can make it hard to plan, leading to stress and debt. Today, we're sharing a simple system to stabilize your finances and build peace of mind. Welcome to Side Hustle Finances. We help freelancers and gig workers master their money so they can focus on the work they love. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications for weekly budgeting and finance tips. First, why does budgeting matter for freelancers? Freelancers often have irregular income. About 36% of US workers participate in the gig economy. Without a system, it's easy to overspend during busy months and panic during slow ones. I've seen freelancers suffer feast or famine cycles until they implement a simple budget. Step 1. Calculate your baseline. Determine your minimum monthly living expenses: rent, utilities, groceries, insurance, and so on. Use the 50-30-20 rule. Half your budget for necessities, 30% for discretionary spending, and 20% for savings. Review the past 3 to 6 months of spending to find an average of fixed and variable expenses. Step 2. Determine your average income. Look back at the last 6 to 12 months and calculate an average monthly income using a spreadsheet or budgeting app. This average becomes your planning baseline. Use it to decide when to dip into a buffer and when to allocate extra funds towards savings or debt reduction. Step 3. Separate your accounts and pay yourself a salary. Keep business and personal accounts separate to avoid mixing funds. Set up an automatic pay yourself transfer on a regular schedule. Treat it like a salary to smooth out income volatility. Step 4. Build a buffer and an emergency fund. Save a percentage, say 20 to 30%, of every payment into a buffer account. Research shows that 59% of US adults have inadequate emergency savings, so building a safety net is critical. Aim for at least 3 months of baseline expenses in an emergency fund to avoid debt during slow periods. Step 5. Track your expenses and adjust. Track spending using budgeting apps, the spreadsheets, or even the cash envelope system. Just like the budget mom, who gained 50,000 subscribers in 6 months by sharing her process. Review expenses weekly to catch overspending early and adjust quickly. Step 6. Don't forget taxes and retirement. Freelancers should set aside money for taxes and retirement, save around 30% of income for taxes, and use SEP IRAs or solo 401k plans for retirement contributions. Consistent saving habits, even small amounts, are key to long-term security. Finally, let's review. First, calculate your baseline expenses. Second, determine your average income. Third, separate your business and personal accounts and pay yourself a salary. Fourth, build a buffer and emergency fund. Fifth, track your expenses and adjust as needed. Sixth, plan for taxes and retirement. Use these steps to bring stability to your freelance finances. Check out the link in the description for a free budgeting template and subscribe for more videos on debt reduction, pricing strategies, and tax tips. Leave a comment with your biggest budgeting challenge and suggest future topics you'd like to see.